Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to another Northgard video, this time with another build order video, and this time for the clan of the snake. So, yeah, let's jump straight in. We're gonna do the field rations build for the clan of the snake right here. So, yeah, the meta changed quite a bit because trading is a lot weaker than it were before. Usually in the videos I show you like an 802 approach for an early 802 attack or an attack in 802. This time I'm gonna do a little bit different thing because I'm gonna show you the field rations build, how it's gonna hit in 801. Which basically means we are not going to go for stone. So if you want to get this strategy into 802, that is also possible. You just need to go for stone, get a few buildings upgrades in there, and yeah. Basically do the same thing, which I do here too. The lore tree you can find down below in the video description. There is a link to northgard.club yet again. Check out the site if you are interested in infos over Northgard or share lore trees with other people. It's really a great site for that, and yeah, hope you will enjoy it too. We are now going to start with a house here. Right side of the main tile, even though it's not as important for snake because I don't need that much space on my main tile. We're not gonna go for traders here, we're gonna go for sailors. This is also the thing about this build. We're gonna go up a tree into stolen lore as soon as possible since we wanna go 801. If you wanna go 802, you can think about getting shipbuilding in between there. While it's not easy to make happen, I can tell you. Can be a little bit complicated. Build the wood on the main tile right here. So we have safe wood in case we get attacked. Might not get super important here, but generally bad to have. Are we gonna build a camp then now? Do we? No, we're gonna go with these skirms since we're gonna go 801. Generally, camps make it a little bit easier to clear out because the warriors are a little beefier than skirmishers. So if you have a lot of wolves around you, you might want to go with the camp. Since we are trying to go in 801 though, I would just like have my camp up like the least war camps as possible, so I don't need to pay taxes for them. Plus, plus I do not really waste the camp, right? Like if I want to get my skirm upgrade pretty soon, which I definitely want to, I already have the camp up, so I don't need to pay an additional 50 wood in a kind of early time. Not really early game, right? Just gonna do it with Signy and one skirm. Since we only have 3 wolves to clear. Good. I don't want to get all the damage on Signy there. Watch out for that for the next wolves. They're pretty deep, the tiles right there. Thing is, I need to have the skirm a little bit in front of Signy. Because the wolves are gonna lock on Signy first, of course. Not if I start attacking with the skirmisher. Looking pretty good. Wolf cleared out. Most important areas around us, and now we go for the lure straight up. Definitely want to have it as soon as possible, just because we want to reach the lures as soon as we can. Having 5 lures until 801, like we definitely need to get field rations, of course, the main lure for the build right here, and we definitely need under pressure, so our skirmishers get a little bit more damage and we get food out of oppressing our opponents with army. This is definitely what we want. A bit of gold. We have 4 tiles available to it, well, technically 5, but 4 right here without getting attacked by any wolves. Definitely. I think I could even... No, there are wolves right here. If I would take this tile, I would get attacked by wolves. But 4 should be enough for this build anyway. What is important is 2 coasts. That's what I really want and need. Build a farm over here. Since we have it pretty early into the game, should be worthy. And like our woodcutters are already working quite a bit here. So I feel like this is definitely gonna be in it. If you have a rough time to get on your food, you can get through this build without going for food even, but if you get the chance, maybe just do it. Oftentimes the snake can clear pretty quickly for itself, so if you have the chance for that, do it and get to a good building. Just keep in mind, it's not a must. You can also get through it without a food building. But it helps. It helps. It's a little bit bonus food on top. First, we're gonna go for Sharp Axes, just a great early game lure. We're happy that we can take it with this build. You're not always capable to do that with all of the clans. It's always nice if you do. But, which means though we are not going to be able to go for mining efficiency. You could think about that if you go for shipbuilding then, like mining efficiency. I would definitely get a between if you want to upgrade stuff, because the low mining efficiency is already a very helpful lore with the 50% faster ore mining. It could also help in this build. It's just yeah, we don't have enough time to get all those lures if we want to attack early. By the way, we might have the problem that no one will scout for us around this time, but we at least get the army up and you can see what you could do with this army. Also, I think I'm gonna keep my scout camp up so I can at least scout close to the opponent. Show you why I really like this build, definitely. Guess you can imagine it's the food you can get out of it. Still popping out now. House here. Should be the last house we build. 16 villagers should be enough. So here, I'll build on there. A little bit more wood so we can start to go for the first dock here. Not only because of gold, but also because of lore. Also, why we are going for sailors here. Like, we're not gonna upgrade anything, so in the end, it's just default sailors against default merchants. Default merchants give you +2 gold, default sailors give you +2 gold plus 1 fame or 1 lore. You should always put it on lore though, because lore is way more important than fame, especially for snake, right? What you gonna do with that fame? It doesn't help you. I don't even know if you can actually pick it on snake. See it right here, but you should never do that. But not only with snake, but with a lot of clans. This doesn't make sense. So we're building the first dock. We will end up on 2 here definitely, and I feel like we're already going to go for iron here too. We're gonna wait a little moment. A little bit more food for the winter. Definitely want to get through that. I feel like we're not gonna have all too many problems with that. Just if I start going for the iron mine. Those. Honestly, we got to start before the winter. Because the upgrade, the latest moment we can go for the upgrade is basically when the winter ends. I would like to have it done before already though. Get at least 1 will in the dock already. We'll get 2 definitely as soon as the winter starts. I'm just chilling out a little bit with that since I have a rune over here. That will help me there. I will go Colo. Eradication can also be good, but right here, like with such an aggressive build, it will oftentimes end up being back and forth game. So you attack your opponents run back into your base. Especially as a flank player, you will lose tiles, so colonization can really help you to get those tiles back and like not lose your buildings on there. And imagine that a lot of you already lost their buildings to an attack, and then you couldn't like take it back fast enough so you can save the building. So that's basically why we do that here. Second dock, I rather get the second sailor right here. I go for my rune first. Going for the iron already. Pretty neat. I don't think it's already time to build the forge. More time with that. But other than that, we already have a great start over here. We ignore the stone in this build. If you want to go later, like 802, maybe even 803, then you should go for the stone, of course. Upgrade a few buildings, especially the farm, the town hall, and I would maybe go for a longship dock. I don't think you need a woodcutter's lodge, but You can do so, of course. And you will have 5 iron left, because you don't need iron for your war chief. So when you go for the 15 iron here, you can upgrade your skirmishers, and you can upgrade one of your jobs, which could be the sailors, could also be the woodcutters. Generally I would go for the sailors though. But if you maybe also get a jogger into, then you can also upgrade your woodcutters. Make it even more worthwhile to not upgrade a woodcutter. Now we just get gold in. I think we're slowly but steadily getting in the area where I would just torch. Will I? Will I? And ready think about the second dock. A little bit more gold. While the ruin already helps us a bunch of it. Already start with that. Definitely gonna starve this winter. I'm gonna be as all in that I even just skipped the miners as soon as I got my 10 iron, because I'm not planning on upgrading any jobs. While it is kinda unrealistic, usually I would go for it. Maybe upgrade another job here. Might do so. Oh no. Go full on it. Just keep in mind that if you play it, you can think about skewing 45 iron here. But if you really want to be as early as possible, let's imagine you play against players that you know are really capable, and you want to make hit as early and as hard as possible, you will definitely break down the camp. Leave the 5 iron. Even though it seems a little YOLO. It is a little YOLO. Right. Up to 8 here. See if I actually keep that up. After stops, we will see. I feel like I have a little bit too much gold production going on. Hard to believe that something like that exists, but we are. Oh, we have a feast. Be a great timing for that, because I want more wood, and that's also what I'm gonna get there now. Off while the feast appears. And at some point we need to at least stop one. I'm gonna do that right now. Sailors are always a little bit clunky, of course, in comparison to merchants. Merchant will be pretty easy to take out if you need them. Sailors, you always gotta wait until they're back home before. So there are upsides for merchants, even beyond being more effective with a lot of upgrades than sailors. Also, they're just a little bit more flexible. Upgrade is at 47%. As soon as the upgrade is done, we basically want to attack. With under pressure, we could already pressure our opponents here. So usually I go for that first before I go for field rations, because I'm not gonna get an army yet anyway. But I could already be annoying my opponent with a few skirmishers at the front, if I would want to. Problem is we really have no way to an opponent right now. A little bit of a problem. There. Camps now. Build the camps really in the last moment, because all of them are going to cost taxes, so you don't want to have them up for months already before you even attack. You really want to build them as soon as you need them, and not much. Get one of them. Like that. Save my food here. You can starve for 2 weeks before you get sick, but you shouldn't then right afterwards get like starve again. There's a little bit of a cooldown there. We're just gonna juggle a little bit. this villager there, while the skirmish upgrade will also be done right now. And we have no path into an enemy base. Like, if you would play in a team game right now, your team game should have scouted already or should be scouting. Can make something happen. Upgrade is ready. Are we just gonna get scouts now? Still need field rations. So, got 2 scouts here. Try if we can scout out a way towards our opponents. I think there is actually no way straight towards an opponent, because we have these things over here cutting us off. A little bit of a sad one, so we can't really run towards an opponent. A little bit weird. A little bit weird. Okay. I will see. Gonna get an army up now. Yeah, then we stop the sailors. I think we need to keep 1 sailor here. Help our teammate here. You're a very nice people. Game definitely a thing you should do too. Let's just wait until field rations hit. Already stopped 2 of the sailors here. A little bit of a food stock is definitely not a bad idea. Get a little bit of one. There's one thing that I definitely want to show you. I feel like it's gonna be rough if I have no chance to actually get next to an opponent. I wonder if this tile counts here. We're gonna find out. Because I want to get the under pressure bonus. Just to show you what field rations in combination with under pressure can do. Because this is what this build is laying upon. The important thing. So we need field rations. Our military units now consume 75% less resources. Oh, even gonna stop 1 will right there. Oh yeah, they took the tile. That is great. Now we can definitely show it. That definitely get an 8th one out. Like, I could see that if I would have had 1 more camp, I could have gone with 9 here. 10 is like realistic. You can make 10 happen. Not easy, but possible. Okay, just take the short route. Signy, it's not yet 802, so she needs to take the long route there. Now, clear out the wolves over here. So even going for their tile. Good. Oop, with the upgrade. A little bit of army. Here you can see we get +9 feet from under pressure. And we have 8 army out with only 14 population. We could easily get another one. Easily. Maybe another one on top. 10, 11. Definitely possible. And we don't have too much food problems with that. I think it's pretty great. A little bit of a bummer that we can't really attack an opponent right now. We just don't really have the chance. You can see this army can do something. You can definitely oppress an opponent with that pretty hard. And take... The best thing would be to go for a pocket player, for example, a stack or something, and just annoy the hell out of him. You can see here with the skirmishers, if you just leave Signy behind, you can basically run anywhere you want, pretty early into the time, and do a hell of a lot of damage. And like in my opinion, the best thing would be to just go straight for the pocket player. Try to make him as weak as you can, like make him react to your attack. Like if 8 skirmishers are attacking our tiles and you are scouted, you need to react to it. So if you, for example, can slow down a stack that much, that he more or less gets down to your level. Like if you look at my eco, it's not really that great. And if you can get the stack eco just as weird as your eco is, you already won the game more or less for your team. Like, not an insta win, of course. Your team also needs to do stuff since it's a team game, but you can lay a very good ground for your teammates to make stuff happen. Like the food income, it's just great. You could just put out more army. Really like this build for that. Want to say again, if you want to slow that down a bit, you have a team that wants to go a little bit slower, it is definitely possible. You don't need to go 801, while it is pretty good with build. I'm even gonna still go for tactician here because I just love the reinforced armor. It's just guaranteed value. If you want, so you can also think about going for conqueror, of course, making your path towards guerrilla tactics a little bit shorter, because guerrilla tactics are of course also great with the snake clan. If you then proceed to kill a few villagers with that, it can just be really helpful. Like, the power of skirmishers is just great. Just being able to just run through the Jotnar right here, straight into the tile. It's just super helpful. Really like that about the Snake Clan. So, yeah. With that, I think we're already done with this build here. Pretty short one, like it is in 801 Go. I think it should be rather easy to replicate for you, if you're interested in trying that out. 801, definitely a strategy you should be knowing to play, how to play against, and the best play to play against it is usually to understand how it's done. And with this build, you may get a little bit of an idea about it. Only 4 tiles needed here. More tiles could definitely be added. You could go for stone. It's a pretty versatile strategy right here. Field rations with the Snake Clan, definitely a pretty cool build. So, if you enjoyed it, you might want to consider to leave a like on the video. It really helps out, so if you could take the time, I would be really happy. And yeah, if you want to see more Northgard content, you can check, you can subscribe to the channel, of course. Then you will get notified if there are new videos. Upload build order videos quite frequently. There's also normal Northgard gameplay, patch note reviews when there are new patches coming out. So yeah, if you don't want to miss any of that content, push that subscribe button. I hope you all have a great day, and maybe see you back in the next video. Bye bye!